Welcome to my channel. Welcome my family. This is USA Fact Story, where mysteries become reality.
Look out across the modern Adbai Desert in Sudan, and you see an expanse of sun-baked earth. To the naked eye, this arid wasteland appears completely lifeless. Satellite maps reveal a different reality. Modern orbital surveys detected anomalies scattered across the sand, 280 giant stone rings. These are the Adbai enclosure burials. Isolating the blueprints, the scale becomes clear, with structures reaching 82 meters across. Constructing even an average-size enclosure required over 160 man-days of coordinated labor. Organizing that kind of massive workforce in a waterless environment challenges our assumptions about what was possible in this desert. Moving from high-altitude data to the physical ground, archaeologists have spent hours clearing sand away from these stacked stone foundations. The structures they uncover reveal intricate internal layouts. Dating as far back as 4500 BCE, many feature dense internal burial clusters and single entrances deliberately angled to align with the surrounding landscape. This level of architectural precision requires deep communal planning. The people who built these walls were a highly organized society, capable of managing large-scale projects in a hostile zone. When researchers finally opened these enclosures, they uncovered something unexpected. Alongside human remains, the graves were filled with cattle bones. The scale of this animal devotion is immense. At one single enclosure site, archaeologists excavated 18 separate, dedicated graves, meant entirely for cows. This physical evidence aligns with regional rock art left behind by these pastoralists, which shows cattle within religious and ceremonial settings. These builders relied on livestock for daily survival, but they also used these animals to represent social status and wealth, eventually interring them as companions for the afterlife. Extreme environments alter societal values. For these pastoralists, cattle became the primary currency, vital for enduring the desert, and sacred enough to follow into death. Looking at the coordinates of all 280 monuments, their placement across the desert appears random. Analyzing topographical data, researchers reconstructed an ancient water network. Look how the data points align. Every burial site sits exactly along these ancient water routes and grazing paths. By anchoring their monuments to these specific grazing zones, the society marked the landscape's most vital resources. These stone rings highlighted the exact water sources and grass needed to keep the herds alive across generations. This part of the world once looked entirely different. Known as the African Humid Period, the region was a fertile grassland supported by seasonal rains. Then, around 3000 BCE, the environment shifted. The rain stopped, the grasslands withered, and the landscape desiccated into the harsh desert we see today. For decades, historians assumed that when the water vanished, these ancient communities simply fled the region for more hospitable land. However, records show the construction of these enclosures continued as late as 2500 BCE, 5 centuries after the climate began to fail. This society didn't flee when the landscape dried. They stayed in the Adbai region and adapted. Building these stone monuments was an engineered strategy designed specifically to combat the Sahara's drying climate. As water and grazing areas became scarce, strict communal resource management became essential to keep their herds alive, embedding the survival of their cattle deep into their cultural identity. These massive stone rings demonstrate how a civilization organizes its labor, elevates its most vital resources, and builds lasting networks to survive in